welcome to Math. Happy Wednesday. So today we will read and write time to the hour on an analog and digital clock. And how are we going to do this? What are we going to do today? So today for our activity, we will complete the Google form to show what we know about time. This is important so that we can read an analog clock, digital clock, and be on time for school. So we've been talking about how important it is for you to know how to read a time clock, so an analog or a digital clock, so you can be on time for not only school, but for anywhere else you need to be. But first, let's go ahead and review our vocabulary. Our first vocabulary word is clock. So clock. Everyone, you say it with me. Clock. Clock. Good job. So our clock has two hands. What are the two hands that it has? What's this long one? Good job. Minute hand. And what's the short one? Great work. Hour hand. So the clock has two hands. The next word is hour. You say it with me. Hour. Hour. Good job. The hour is the first number we see and say when we are talking about time. So it's the first number we always look at on our clock and digital clock, and the first number we always say. Hour. Now, hour hand. Which one is the hour hand? Great job. This short one. So the short one is the hour hand. You say it with me. Hour hand. Hour hand. Great job. Our next vocabulary word is minute hand. You say it with me. Minute hand. Minute hand. Good job. Which one is our minute hand? Awesome. Yes, the minute hand is the long one. The long hand is the minute hand. Good job. The last vocabulary word is o'clock. You say it with me. O'clock. O'clock. So what does o'clock mean? Let's see our digital clock. So what is the first number always? The first number we always see is the hour. So then that means that these two zeros are the minutes. But when we have two zeros, that means o'clock. So it's the start of a new hour. So what is the hour? 6. So it's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock because we see two zeros. Great job. Let's go ahead and see our anchor chart that we've been reviewing and we've been looking at. Go ahead, move the camera a little bit so y'all can see better. Okay, so this is called our clock. So this is our clock. We were reviewing, so we were just looking at our vocabulary words. What is the minute hand? Where is it at? What number is the minute hand pointing to? Good job. 12. So the minute hand is pointing to the 12. Good job. And where is our hour hand pointing to? Let's see. 3. So our hour hand is pointing to the number 3. Great job. So we always say our hour first. So what is our hour? 3. And whenever we see the minute hand on the 12, what does that mean? Can you remember? It means o'clock. So it's 3 o'clock. Good job. So the short one is the hour hand and the long one is the minute hand. So our clock is representing 3 o'clock. Yeah? Okay. Now we have our digital clock or digital form. What is the first number? Is it the hour or is it the minutes? What did we say? Yes, the hour always comes first. So this number represents the hour. So then what about these other two numbers? What do they represent? Yes, the minutes. So they represent the minutes. So the first number always represents the hour. And the other two numbers after always represent the minutes. So what is the hour? It's 9. Okay, and the minutes, what did we say? We say when we see 2 zeros. So what do we say when we see 2 zeros? Let's look back to our vocabulary word. So we see 2 zeros right here. So what do we say? O'clock. You got it. So it's 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Great work. Let's go ahead and see our clock. How do we represent it on an analog clock? So what did we say o'clock means? Whenever we hear o'clock or we read o'clock, or on our digital clock when we see 2 zeros, where does a minute hand go? Good job. It goes on the 12. Anytime we read, hear, or hear o'clock, or we see 2 zeros, our minute hand goes on the 12. Yes, our minute hand goes and points to the number 12. What is our hour? 9. Great job. So our hour hand is going to point to the 9. So right here we are representing 9 o'clock, but with our minute and hour hands. So remember, whenever you're drawing a clock, always make the hour hand short and the minute hand long. Great job. Let's go ahead and see what our Google form looks like for today. This is what our Google form is going to look like for today. So you will see time quiz up here. And then the first question it's going to ask you is, what is your name? So you're going to go ahead and type in your name. The second question, it says, what is your teacher's name? So you're going to go ahead and pick who your teacher is. Okay? The first question, what is the time shown on the clock? So what time is represented on this clock? So once you know what time is represented on this clock, you're going to go ahead and click which one is represented on this clock. So you're going to look at the analog clock and you're going to choose the digit form. For the second question, it says, what is the time shown on the digital clock? So you're going to look at the digital clock and you're going to pick which time is shown. So which one is being represented on the digital clock? What is the time shown on the analog clock? So you have another clock and you're going to see the hour hand and the minute hand. Where are they at? Then you're going to choose which digit form is being represented on this clock. So choose which one you think it is. The next question. Choose the analog clock that shows the time below. So this is our time right here. This is our time being represented. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at each of these analog clocks and you're going to see which one is representing this. So which analog clock, A, B, C, or D, shows the same time as this digital clock? Okay, you're going to choose A, B, C, or D. Then for the last question, what is the time shown in word form? So word form, so 4 o'clock is right here. So this is the time shown. And you're going to go ahead and choose which one it is. So we're going to choose which time is being represented. Okay? Yes. Once you're done with the Google form, you're going to go ahead and press, there should be a button at the bottom that says submit or send. You will send it for your teacher to be able to see that you have completed the Google form. Okay? Good luck to all of y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.